All right. Today, in Chase or Not, we are dealing with mystical teachings, a blue and black masterpiece spell from Foundations. I mean, let's just go ahead and say it. This card is a chase card. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Now, of course, we got to show you why, but I mean, it just works so well in so many different decks here. I mean, this is really just going to end up being a showcase of a lot of fun decks for me because, I mean, it's a chase card for sure. And I'm just uh, really here to show you why in real time here. So, really, its main utility is the fact that it basically converts high cost spells to 9 mana, and you basically get to choose which of the spells you want to use. So I actually think that the it's a little bit of like a kind of a baby Hazard's Undying Fury, because you're basically going to always choose the um, spell you want. Which, by the way, Hazard's Undying Fury is an excellent card to fetch with Mystical Teachings. But in Standard, we have a handful of really good spells, and I would say that the best one that, or best two probably that I use it for, are Golden Wish and Tempt with Discovery. But you know, Tribute to Hunger is a great one as well. Chaos Warp gonna be a great one. So it pretty much slots into every deck that uses a really powerful spell in it. So here's one that I'm just gonna kind of just go through a lot of yeah, decks that have it in here, and you can see kind of where it's most effective. I mean, it's pretty much effective everywhere, but there might be some decks that it's more of a supplement piece rather than what the deck kind of hinges on. Bruh. What's up, Chris? Do you have it yet? You gotta have it, right? So what I like to do is grab it with Chimil or something like it, so that it's even less expensive of a card to cast for me. So, we can just grab Chaos Warp. Nope, maybe next week. Okay. Well, once you have it, you will understand why it's so great. But I mean, I'm sure you do already. So, I didn't really need it in the beginning here because I didn't really have anything that I really need to use it on. But now that they're picking up steam here, we could use Chaos Warp to take care of what they're trying to do here. So probably want to get rid of the supports, actually. Still missing tons of my chase masterpieces. MOK, Redress. Oh, Master of Keys. Redress Fate, Teaching, Surak. Oh, it sounds like you're missing more of the ones from Duskmorn than anything. What am I doing here? I guess I could. I kind of want that Cryptex, actually. Haven't seen a mystical teaching in a while, but yeah, there we go. Here we go. Just need a room in my hand for Chimel to grab this stuff. So what I think actually might be better in this deck, now that I'm using it a bit more, is breach the multiverse to try and get more of my creatures and stuff out. Maybe a chase card for you? No, it is. It's a chase card for everybody. No maybes about it. So mystical teachings. Okay, I guess I could chaos warp. Yeah, this deck really needs breach the multiverse in here to get things going a little faster. So I think I just doubled up on the defense. Yeah, because I don't really want any of this stuff here. I guess drag to the roots. Oh, Dragonhawk. I just play this guy for the color combo and the solid mana gains, but I don't really like his abilities. Don't need loot anymore. Okay, so there was that deck. Next one. Here's another Angrath Flame Chained. In this one, we got Mystical Teachings. We do have Breach the Multiverse. Um, yeah, this is a fun deck because it basically relies on Felix Five Boots and Hellhole Rats to um, grow and kind of mess up your opponent's hand as you go. And with Mystical Teachings um, into Breach the Multiverse, it sets up pretty fast. So we get Breach. We can put Dragonhawk down. And that will get things going for us. Oh, we'll take our Oger Castlum, sure. That's a tribute to hunger, doing that for me there. Gosh, we're already at his third ability here. Okay, Felix, that's great. Yeah, if it wasn't for mystical teachings, I would not be anywhere near being able to cast, or I wouldn't be anywhere near this tempo that I'm at. Okay, great. Felix into Hellhole Rats. Sorry, your services are no longer needed. So there's that. Hit him with the breach. I think we might win here. Yes. So that's a really fun training grounds deck. Goes really fast. Especially if you pull that mystical teachings right there in the beginning. Let's see what else. we got here? Oh yeah, Commodore Guff. I may have shared this one in a different video. I can't remember exactly where if I have shown this one, but this one's cool because if we get a mystical teachings early, we can grab a capricious Hellraiser and then just copy mystical teachings every time we grab it. Um, and that's just kind of insurance in case we don't get one of the other spells or anything that we want capricious Hellraiser to copy for us. So a lot of fun stuff happening in this deck, and also I think runs pretty fast and smooth. Nice. Start with a good 5 swap. All right, into 2 golden wishes. Nice. Lots of 5 matches there. Another mystical teachings. Not sure what I'll grab from it. Okay, so I will use Guff's thing there, and then use his third. Double up on the mana gains. I guess we can just go for another golden wish. Don't need that requisition raid. So we got a fully charged Venser for the defense, Guff for the mana gains, and maybe a little offense. We could just do some red wizards here. Got mystical teachings. I'm kind of curious to see what Hellraiser is going to grab for us. Teachings into 2 golden wishes. So if we want something besides golden wish, we can grab mystical teachings. Another round. Then mystical teachings. What can we grab here? I think this is just going to buff our creatures, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. That didn't do a lot for you. Okay, we can do Guff there. Tons of mana. I guess we could do that. Do this some more. Get a mystical teachings. If we grab another round, yeah, we're good. Sure, a third another round. Cool. So as you can see, these uh, decks are lightning fast because of mystical teachings grabbing the right spells for us. I'd say that the only reason it might not be a chase for somebody at the moment is because they don't have the other really amazing spells in standard that you can pair it with to really um, do amazing things with it. But at the same time, you should get it while it's uh, when a when a set is the first one, like the current newest set, the cards from it are going to be the easiest to get out of it, unless they're exclusives, though. But everything else, you have opportunities to get them. They tend to give you the most opportunities to get the higher rarity stuff. Um, once you're able to craft them, then you can get the missing rares and stuff out of them. But um, when we're not doing that, then right now they're going to have the elite packs in rotation always, so it's a little bit easier to grab the mythics and masterpieces from it. And speaking of which, we got a couple of masterpieces in here: Master of Keys, Requisition Raid, Rite of the Moth, and Redress Fate as the targets for mystical teachings here. So this is a pretty fun deck that centers around enchantments and really getting them first into the graveyard and then out of them. So this is a pretty fun deck that's a different flavor than the other ones. I don't think it's quite as fast as the other ones, but it can just balloon up in power because of the Master of Keys. So we'll do that. Get that mystical teachings down. But first, let's see if we can cast this Master of Keys and then see if we can grab a redress fate from the mystical teachings. Not quite, but I think we can get something out of Rite into the Moth. Okay, perfect. This is also good. So we get a Wild Research, which is going to be really good in this deck because Master of Keys is going to be putting things into our graveyard. And then if we pull something cool with it, yeah, it's whatever. I guess there's no way to trigger the mana field right now. At this point, it's not really going to matter. Can we get Wild Research? I didn't really get to show off what that deck can do because our opponent was using a very subpar Planeswalker and pretty much lost for that reason. So we can do this again. Same deck. I don't know if it's going to go any better for our opponent here using that Planeswalker either. So I don't need to play Mystical Teachings this early unless I can get some stuff in the graveyard very soon here. And I wasn't yet. Okay. Let's get to his first ability and see if we can put some Good stuff in the graveyard. Okay, yeah. All of that can go in there, and then pull some of that out with Redress Fate, perhaps. Perfect. Perfect. Get the Archmage of Runes. We got a Leyline of the Guild pack down, too. Okay, another Mystical Teachings. See if we can grab another Redress Fate. Nice. Good Cascade. Cool. Another Redress Fate. Wreck Raid's good. Okay. Hit that Wild Research. And yeah, we're getting a decent amount of mana on our cards now. Okay, yeah. This is what I wanted to show you here. Okay, we get a Mystical Teachings out of the graveyard. Do another Redress Fate. And see what we pull out on our next turn here. Just for fun. So now we're at the point where Wild Research is filling up all of our enchantments in our hands with mana. Play a Rite of the Moth out of the graveyard, which is cool. And yeah, that was an awesome showcase of that deck. That was fun. I could have maybe slotted Golden Wish in there instead of Rite of the Moth if I wanted to. But that deck is more about pulling enchantments and stuff out of the graveyard rather than, I would have to find like an artifact or something to put in here, which I could. Like if I took out Rite of the Moth and put in Golden Wish and instead of Ripples of Undeath, Chroma's Memorial, that would be a very strong deck too. So that's another idea there. But let me show you a few more decks here. Is this one with Mystical Teachings? Yeah, here's another version because this is gonna be Golgari here. So this is the first deck I'm showing you here that uses Mystical Teachings with Template Discovery, and that is one of my favorite pairings. So see how this one goes. Gosh, I can't believe how many people are still playing Kiora. She's not good. Okay, Mystical Teachings. Yeah, let's see if we can. No, didn't cascade into a Temple Discovery, but at least they left us with the 5 match. Here we go. So next what I'll do, I'll grab it back in town and see if this might seem like a waste, but I kind of want this guy out of the pack so that we can go into back in town here. Hit my second ability because I just wanted to pump up my damage here. A little bit of a waste, but look at that. We get another Mystical Teachings to put down. Let's see your great match. I guess that's the best one. Okay. Um, guess I could do back in town out of those. Not that we'll need it at this point. I mean, that went fine. I think my grist back in town deck that I have here is a little bit better. So we can move on to that one. Yeah, here we go. Similar sort of thing. It's your kind of classic back in town deck, but it's got mystical teachings in here to make it even more reliable. If I wanted to, I could kind of take out some of these spells so that I have less cards to uh, less spells that mystical teachings will grab. But it's fine. Like you can play mystical teachings and just use it as you know whatever comes to you next. It depends on the type of deck you're um, trying to build with it. So you can go either with one or three spells, mystical teachings being the third, or you can just use it as some of our just as a piece of a larger combo, which is kind of what I'm doing here. Oh, hey, what's up? Mystical Gazings. You are Mystical Gazings. Good to see you in here. Okay, Tribute to Hunger. Okay, we'll grab Mystical Teachings there again. Grab another Temple Discovery. Gather the Pack. It's kind of a weird choice there, but I actually want to fill my graveyard with creatures as soon as I can, so I don't mind. Especially with that back in town hitting that hard. Um, doesn't even matter. Sack my get Galta and refill. Just grab it out of the graveyard with Rite of the Moth. Feeling good, Lewis. Oh, Trading Places reference. I haven't seen that movie in such a long time. It's a good movie. It just hasn't been a movie I thought about in years. See, destroy. Okay, we could grab a Galta that way as well. And then we're gonna win here once the back in town hits. Or do I have one in my hand? I don't even remember. Let's get more Galtas. Let's get Giltrog down too. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. More Galta. Can I go into the back in town or do I do mystical teachings? Oh no, we can do that. We're fine. Watched it a ton as a kid. Because of the Jamie Lee Curtis scenes. Okay, so yeah, that was a super devastating grist deck. Do I use it with Chase Reawakened? Okay, yeah, I do. Yeah, this is another one where it's more just like kind of a combo piece. This one is kind of semi loopy because of lock and load. You can, if you get to a point where you're casting everything in your hand, and you grab mystical teachings. You can grab a lock and load and keep the cards the card draw going and grab a couple of cards with full mana and try and keep it going. It's not on broadcast television. Oh. Okay. Jace versus Jace. Um, should I just go for the loyalty match? Yeah. And maybe get to his first ability. Dang, he's already at his second. That ain't cool. Oh, and he's playing ambiguity too. Oh dear. All right. That's a pretty good cascade there. We could grab an Olamog or Mystical Teachings. Hmm. Let's just grab Mystical Teachings. And then we could grab Olamog. Maybe exile an ambiguity. Whew. Okay, that would have been sucked if he hit a black match. But okay, we can grab get rid of that one that had. I think because he raised the cost, it might have given me more mana. So that's fun. Hmm. Not even sure exactly what that hit there, but hopefully we can get that ambiguity out of there. Grab a Johan. Extravagant replication. That will exile something from them. Okay, I think I want to stopgap into the mystical teachings, which will then go into um, a lock and load, hopefully. Oh, well, we could do another stopgap. Where is that time bubble? Why is it not exiling it? Hmm. I feel like it should exile the time bubble. First ability to get our mana. Oh, did not like that. But that's okay. That is out of there. Oh, simulation aegis. Okay, fine. Um, let's see, Cryptex. Just stopgap down. Guess I could do that. I don't know if it does much for me, but still. I could deem that inferior. Get a bunch of mana from the exile with Una. And that deck could use a little more support removal, but you could see what Mystical Teaching was doing there. Kind of just pick and choose which spell you need at the time, rather than it being really the thing that makes the deck really go. Next one is, do I have a Kaito one? I don't remember doing with Kaito with Mystical Teachings. Um, okay, that's fairly similar to what I've shown you already. I want to show you before I go a couple of my favorite decks with Mystical Teachings. Oh yeah, this is just one I wanted to try for fun because I just got Raise the Past, and I want to see how good it does in a deck like this. So we'll do this Karn Great Creator, and then we'll finish off with my Kasmina deck, because my Kasmina deck is probably my favorite deck to play in Standard right now. Okay, good. Template Discovery. Rakdos. So it won't make sense to play Master Keys. So we'll get Template Discovery down first. And that should get us into the Requisition Raid, which will then take out everything that he's doing right now. Do I not have any artifacts in here? I guess not. He's playing a Golden Wish. There's our Mystical Teachings. Should I go with the Temple Discovery first? Yeah, because that's a sure thing. Okay, that's good. That is exactly what we needed at this point in time. Raise the Past. Need a Breach. Okay, the Requisition Raid does what it needs to do. Okay, do a Master of Keys. Sure. Jace Vanguard. Odger Pakpatic does that for us, so perfect. We hit that Raise the Past and see what we get. It's like Breach the Multiverse is casting for some reason. Okay, well, there's our Raise the Past. Wait a sec. Is Raise the Past taking everything out of my graveyard? Like spells and stuff too? No. Why did I cast so many spells? I don't remember having that many in my hand, did I? No. I think I'm just tripping. Okay, that worked. Took some time to get there, but we did it. Okay, let's do the Kazmina deck. So I'm playing Doubling Season in here just for fun, but this deck, it gives you so much control over what's happening with it. It sets up so fast for many different reasons. And yeah, let me just show you how it works because I think it'd just be easier to talk my way through it. Okay, start with a 5 match. That's good. Okay, Atraxa. Okay, Galta first, and then into Atraxa, and that will grab us a bunch of things we want. Wow, that was a good cascade. Oh man, that's awesome. Wow, we already have a victory banner on the battlefield already. So let's see if we can get into that Chroma's Memorial. Okay, great. That's a good start. Um, I guess I could do mascot exhibition. I can't remember if this will do anything for Atraxa, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, Kiora, Sovereign of the Deep, should get us mystical teachings. Okay, it did reinforce our Atraxa. That's good. Cool. So we'll grab a mystical teachings with Kiora, Sovereign of the Deep. Do lock and load. So we choose lock and load when we don't have any more spells left or anything like that. That will give the rest of the cards in our hand mana. And then it just resets and gets the, I guess you could call it a loop going again. It's not really that much of a looping deck. It can do some of it, but it's really just meant to set up really fast and hit hard. So that is typical for that deck. A lot of turn 3 or 4 wins, some 2. I've even gotten a turn 1 win with it. I didn't have Doubling Season in here, so I don't even know if that's really the card that needs to be in here. Normally, I just play it with. I'll show you here. With chalk outline for some defense, just in case. In case they get something out on the board like a Vindicator that might screw up my ability to win that turn. Um, chalk outline is just there because it's independent of having anything on their side to cast. And then sometimes those little detectives get pretty big, and you could even use them to swing for a win. So here we go. So there's nothing else in our hand that we would need to fill with Temple Discovery. So I choose Lock and Load, and that will get the loop going. I guess I don't really need to cast that one. So there's that. And since we'd already cast a Galta, it didn't really do anything for us there. But we did get a Volt Strider on the battlefield, so we're going to fill a tempt with discovery with mana. We'll do the other one by copying it. And yeah, so now we have 3 tempt with discovery in our hand. 3 able to cast. Get a mystical teachings down. Attracts is good because it will grab one of everything from your deck. So that's a good way to keep things going as well. You can get rid of everything with this coalition victory. We're at spree 15, so our victory banner is obviously going to be there for us. And another mystical teachings if we want it. And chalk outline is good to get rid of, like if they happen to get like a assimilation aegis or kidnap or anything like that on the board, and we could just wipe it off the board. I mean, coalition victory will take care of the creatures in this deck type. Grab a template discovery and hopefully fill most of the things in our hand with mana. But if not, I mean, it's not a big deal. Sometimes you can just chain off a bunch of template discoveries and just keep filling your hand with mana over and over again. And it's a way to kind of loop. But most of the time when you're doing that, you're just building up your creatures bigger and bigger. And that is typical. That is pretty much how that deck almost always runs. And what turn was that? Turn 7, so our turn 4. So yeah, it's pretty much typical results for that deck. So really fun. And the main reason it works is because of mystical teachings. So as you can see, this this card enables so many different strategies. You can play it in many different ways. I showed you just about half of the decks that I use it in, but yeah, I use it all over the place. It's the number 1 card in the set for me. Up there as one of the best cards in Standard, and it's actually a very good card in Legacy as well. So we didn't even have to talk about Legacy, but it's just another card that helps you get your loops going and all your broken stuff happening. So yeah, this card is going to be just a staple for as long as it is in Standard, and then it makes a lot of Legacy impact. So already up there for me as one of the better cards in the game. I've actually taken Rishkar's expertise out of some of my decks because I can fetch a conversion spell that will convert more cards for me or more gems for me at the time. So much you can do with this card, and yeah, I could just keep talking on and on about it, but chase it, see for yourself, and yeah, have fun. So yeah, chase my teachings. Exactly. All right. I have another fun one. I don't know if I probably won't be filming anything tomorrow, or I might hop on for a quick late evening Christmas stream, and I have a really fun one coming up for you next one. And all right, yeah. If I don't see you guys till then, have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. Really appreciate everybody on my channel, hanging out and having fun with me here. So, yeah. All right. See you.